Alright, so hey guys, Caleb here at KB Productions, and for today's video, I am remaking an old video I did. So, last year sometime, I made this video named Making Construct Storage Ideas, or Storing Ideas, I think. Basically, good ideas and ways you can store your Mega Constructs, Lego, whatever you obviously need to store. Building blocks, cobi, I guess, is I collect cobi. So this is storage ways that you can, easy ways that you can, and fairly cheap ways you can store these. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and start. So here in the US we have, if anyone's watching this outside the US, obviously here in the US we have at least here where I live and around me, we have this place called crud. I can't even remember what it's called now. It's a tool store, Harbor Freight. It's called Harbor Freight. It's a tool store. Now, they sell, obviously, tools. Now, this is a box that can be, mostly is used for screws and stuff out in a shop or somewhere that needs them. But I have found, and these other boxes as well, but I have found them to be very useful for storing, obviously, Mega Construx things. So, here in this top box, I use the smaller ones. So, there's smaller ones, and then there's these bigger ones. That's just an old one that my dad gave me. But these smaller ones, they're good for storing, like if you're storing Mega Construx or Lego stuff, they're good for storing your accessories and stuff. I'm using this for all the weapons for Mega Construx. So I have each one sorted out. I have pistols, that includes manglers, regular magnums, SMGs, battle rifles and DMRs, Covenant ranged weapons, UNSC snipers, assault rifles, etc. And then some random ones. These are all gold weapons from 10th anniversary stuff. These are, I'm pretty sure, missile pods, all missile pods, other random accessories, Call of Duty stuff over here, firing, like the things you can put on your Mega Construx guns. That's for flamethrowers. The ones that can make it look like they're firing, obviously, little muzzle flash pieces. So these are a very good idea, and they're very cheap. They're like maybe a couple bucks a piece. For a storage device like this, they're really useful, and I would definitely recommend getting some of these for, even for figures. They could be used. I used one of these for Lego figures because they're obviously not as big as Mega Construx, so they don't take up as much space. Now, moving on, for Mega Construx, in my opinion, the best ones are the bigger boxes, these big, deep boxes. They are much better for storing figures, in my opinion. So, I have random Lego figures, Star Wars figures. These are drones and hunters, I'm pretty sure. I have a lot of drones, random Mega Construx, random Mega Construx. These are my old articulation figures. These are aliens from the Alien movies. And then these are, whatever they're called, the plates from the Halo Heroes series. So these bigger ones, and then this next one I have right here is also, I have random stuff, flood things. These are 501st figures, and then Ahsoka. These are Call of Duty. These three are Call of Duty named Halo characters, and then more just random Halo characters in there. These are most definitely your best option for storing Mega Construx figures. Lego figures, yeah, they're really good for storing Lego figures if you have a lot of them. But the thing is, you have to have a lot of them. Mega Construx figures, I'll take, any of these dudes have a stand? No, they don't, but I'll take, oh yes, well, that's an elite. But I'll put this Spartan. This is supposed to be the Light of St. Helios and elite. But obviously, this Spartan right here, and I'll take a Clone Trooper and put it about the same height. So obviously, Mega Construx figures are much bigger than Lego figures, so they take up much more space. So for Mega Construx, these are good. But for Legos, these smaller ones, they're still pretty good for storing Legos. So obviously, after that, I have, this is an older one, but it's much smaller, which I use for Lego accessories, guns, and Brickmania stuff, and all that. So these are good if you can find them. This is a really old thing from a long time ago. But like I said, here's my Lego figure stuff. So, obviously, all my Lego figures over here is my military cop figures. And then just a bunch of random dudes over here. Pieces and stuff for figures. So this is a better one for figures. And even not just figures and accessories. even some of this other stuff, these are all mostly crates from Mega Construx and some other, like, scenery pieces, kind of. So these are also good for if you got a lot of these crates from Mega Construx, you need somewhere to store them. These are very good for that. So these, all of these, besides, I think even Harbor Freight still has similar ones to this, just they, might be a little bit different from mine specifically. Now, sorry, I'm gonna set that down and move that out of the way because that's heavy. Over to here, these are some more storage options. So this is specifically for pieces. So these are all building pieces for mocks and stuff I do, or just custom builds, anything I do. I have all my pieces and everything I need over here. And in here I have sets. These are Lego City sets mostly, and random Mega Construx stuff. These are some older Mega Construx sets that I don't really care about much. Now, these are good for sets if you don't care about the sets maybe coming apart and you maybe, maybe falling apart maybe just a little bit and just having to build a little bit of them to be back together. So these are found at Walmart's. And there's probably these everywhere else around the world. Not just Walmart's, a lot of places, Target sell them. There are a lot of places sell them because these are very basic storage devices that are really easy. Now these I have found at Walmart. I think they're also might be at Target. Now these are good for figures. That's what I have found. I have all of my Mega Construx figures sorted out through these boxes. Not all of them, obviously, but all of the kind of more important ones sorted out through these boxes. So these are really good. I got Spartans and stuff up here, some Covenant figures. So if you are able to find these at Walmart's and Targets, they are extremely useful for figures. Yeah, so these guys extremely useful for figures. These are good for sets. Those are amazing for pieces, for kind of sorting out pieces and stuff. And these also good for figures and accessories. So with that in mind, that's really all I had to talk about. I figured I'd kind of just talk to y'all about a very just simple way of, sorting out your Mega Construx, your Lego, whatever building block brand you use. These are very nice and very simple and honestly pretty cheap ways to store and sort them. So with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.